Oh, hey everybody! Welcome back to another Matt Geeks Out over action figures stuff and bullshit like that. You know, I've done a few of these before for like Predator stuff and Metal Gear Solid, but today I thought we'd take this look at a very special pre-order figure. I got like a sample of one of these in the mail, so we're gonna take a look at it right now, and that thing is this. This is the limited edition Shadow Jago figure from Ultimate Source. And he kicks off the brand new line of KI collectibles that are coming out from them early next year in March, I believe. But who is this Shadow Jago man, you ask? If you're not familiar with Killer Instinct, oh man, is there a lot to tell.
Using the energy of his opponents, Shadow Jago chooses this energy into Gargos, the Dark Lord of the realms.
Okay, let's take a look at the box real quick. It's this nice sort of little black cublet, or kind of like it. It's got some nice glossy images of the actual figure on the back. On the back we got a nice little rundown of everything that you see here. Shadow Jago comes with his pig sticker butcher fucking serrated saw blade. It's fucking awesome. It's got his base, and over here we have a little mention about an exclusive in-game unlockable, but we'll get to that a bit later. So while I kind of prefer the boxes that have the little bay window that opens up and you'll be able to see the figure inside, this is still really cool packaging. Really fits with Shadow Jago's kind of tone and atmosphere. I'm assuming that in the future for the rest of the line that's coming out, that there'll be like customized boxes that fit the kind of color scheme of the other characters, because this fits for Shadow Jago really well. But for like Spinal or Hisako, I guess it'll like, you know, kind of be customized for those individual characters. But still, it's a really cool box, and it really kind of stands out. So I know I'm talking about a fucking box, but I mean, it's kind of important. Fuck it, I'll just, we're talking about that's enough. We're gonna open up this baby. Let's go. Okay, first things first though, the smell. Usually the smell of a figure and the types of plastics used tells you when it's good or not. So let's just crack this one open. Shadow Jago, mighty vessel of the evil that permeates through Gargo. But he's stuck though. He's stuck in this blister packaging. Hold on, Shadow Jago, I'll help you. Okay, Shago, you have been released from your plastic prison. So even though this is about a 6-inch figure, there's still a lot of detail crammed into his sculpt, which is pretty cool. Usually the higher scale you go up, the more detail you get, but this has a fair amount of little details, lots of nice little handiwork there in his armor and his loincloth and stuff. So he's got all those cool back tattoos. You can see there's weathering on his pants to make them really look worn, a lot like the textures that are used in the game. And this base is detachable. Now, the bases I'm always kind of a one or two minds on, because some bases are just fucking ugly. They're just a black disc. But they're all really useful because it helps keep the fucking figure stable. And while I don't think this particular one would have problems standing up, it's nice to give a little extra sense of, you know, where the character's from and kind of like, you know, the aesthetics around them. It's a nice good shot of him. You can see, like I said before, there's a lot of detail on him. His armor looks really great, really accurate to the in-game model. I think it's really impressive because I've stared at a lot of Killer Instinct characters a lot. So it's really nice to see that they're really as game accurate as possible. So one of the more interesting things about Ultimate Source is doing with these is that they kind of have some articulation, just in bits and pieces. So Shadow Jago's arms move up and down, his head can turn, his legs though stay stationary, because I mean that's kind of the integrity of the figure to even stand up. And when I have a lot of these other collectibles, they have a hard fucking time standing up, base or no base. So they kind of took a stance here that, you know, really helps out if you like to display your shit. So I'm really glad that they went with it. And so Mr. Shago comes with the pig sticker. This is a really cool in-game sword. And it comes with him as we can make him do a sick-ass pose. Look at that. That looks fucking awesome. So they really kind of picked the pose that would kind of best suit the character. And that's kind of a hard thing to do, but I kind of think they nailed it with this one. So right now there's a kind of, you know, debate between collectors about what's better, you know, aesthetic value of what a figure looks like and the integrity of the character versus an amount of articulation you can have to kind of customize it and sort of do what you want. And right now I think this is a pretty good compromise where I can move the arms and the head, and it still has a really cool like sort of pose that makes you think of the character. And this is what you get when you favor a lot of articulation. I think this particular Godzilla figure has something like 30 points of articulation, and that seems a little overboard considering Godzilla only has like 2-3 poses. So this is kind of what happens when you favor a lot of customability for your figures. You kind of lose a sort of aesthetic quality about the character that you're trying to collect, because there's all these, you know, joints and weird things that weren't on the original design or what you remember in your head, so it can sometimes be aesthetically displeasing. But Jago over here really kind of has a happy medium between all two, and I think he looks great. And yeah, I appreciate a little bit of, you know, articulation, but you didn't have to go overboard, and I'm glad that they didn't. Now that we've given Shadow Jago the once-over, let's talk about that little unlockable code that you saw printed on the box. Every Shadow Jago figure comes with a digital code you can put into your Xbox One and get a exclusive color for that character. We're going to take a look at that a little later. Oh wait, we're going to take a look at that right now.
Here we can kind of get a better look at color 10, and yeah, it's really cool. I really like the ropes have kind of that neon effect around his knees. Yeah, and it kind of gives him this like creepy ghost light sort of thing. It's a nice color, I think, and like I said before, Shadow Jago's limited to 5,000 pieces in general, so you're only ever going to see 5,000 people playing online at any given time that has this color for Jago. So yeah, a nice little exclusive bonus for people that support the figure, and you know, not that big of a deal if you miss out on this color. There's, you know, a few other colors that look a little bit similar, so it's not that like, oh geez, I missed out on it, but it's a nice little like bonus for collectors that really love the game that much that they like me. I guess I'm a nerd like that, but whatever. It's a cool color. Y'all jealous.
Okay, so that about wraps it up for this little Shadow Jago unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just a little quick thing I wanted to do because, you know, ever since I was a kid, I really wanted, you know, Killer Instinct collectibles. And there are a few things, a t-shirt here and there or a comic book, but I always kind of wanted figures. And I'm glad that Ultimate Source is stepping up to the plate. Like, ever since I got Killer Instinct, the black cartridge on my Super Nintendo, and it came with the CD Killer. Oh my god, the CD was so good! You guys enjoyed this little figure unboxing. Hopefully I can do a few more in the future. Maybe Wooly will even do some when he buys like another $500 Harlock figure or something like that. So really hope you guys enjoyed it. And remember,
fight on!